let me begin by saying I am deeply, deeply ashamed of my behavior earlier um, because I could not control myself. And I did, in fact, eat a whole jelly filled donut, four donut holes, and one Cheez It bag, the little small snack pack ones. Um, it was a long fucking day. Let me start by saying that. I went to bed at 8. I got about an hour of sleep, and I wasn't able to really go back to sleep after that. I kind of just tossed and turned for about 2 hours, and I would kind of half nap and then wake up again, toss and turn. So really, my Whoop is telling me that I only got an hour and a half of sleep last night, which I don't know how accurate that is, but that's just what we're gonna go with. I tried not to look at my phone. I tried to look at my phone the least amount possible, just so I wouldn't start to doom scroll or get distracted by things that were coming in or things that came in throughout the day that I didn't get to look at. So we're just gonna go with that. And I mean, this is telling me that I got an hour 37 of sleep, and my recovery is about 14%. If you guys don't believe me, that's it right there. So it's pretty shit. So cut me some slack, okay, for the sins I have committed. But yeah, I mean, it's looking rough. I'm at 777 calories consumed for the day, 12 grams of protein, and 96 grams of carbs with 34 grams of protein. This is what it looks like. And it's not going to get better, let me tell you that, because at this airport, they had limited options on what it is that I could eat. So, you guys have been warned. This is my meal. I know you guys see it. Let me bring this down. This is the best I could do. Not the best, but I could have got a grilled chicken sandwich, but honestly, I'm a little tired of chicken at the moment. Particularly grilled chicken, being that that's what I've lived off of for the last 3 meals, the 2 yesterday, and then the Chick-fil-A before that. So didn't want to do chicken again, or at least grilled chicken. So got this gnarly ass burger. They call it, I can't see the name, but it's from some place here in the airport. And honestly, it looks fucking good. I'm pretty excited. I haven't had anything like this in a while. However, I do fear that I am about to blow through all my freaking calories for the rest of the day. I feel like I will probably not eat anything else, just because it's double patty. You got pickles, you got an egg, you got about 2.5 strips of bacon. Oh my god, my mouth is watering as I'm looking at it. Nope. I've got 4 pieces of bacon, tomato, onion, and regular bun. So if you guys want to look at it again, here it is. The egg is right at the top, right there. Oh, with the pickles. But I did feel guilty at first, but then I remembered I've been working all day since like 5:30 in the morning. I mean, I woke up at 5:30, and then I was out the door by 5:45, was on site by 5:55, let's just call it 6, and just been running around. I think it's barely, well, I guess it's 3 o'clock now, but let's see, my steps are at 11,000, and it's 240. So not too bad for being out in the sun all day and just running around with nothing in my stomach, nothing of substance in my stomach. So I finally get to put some real food in there. Yeah, kind of, I guess. I'll believe it. I'll believe it's real food. But I have no idea how many calories this is. I have no idea how to measure this. But I like to think that, I mean, yesterday I went to, according to this, I went to bed early, right? I went to bed at like 8:30, probably like 10. But this only clocked 2 hours and 13 minutes, and that was like a nap, right? So it's saying that I woke up at 12, and then I slept again at 3:45 to 5:30. Yeah. But yesterday I burned, says I burned 2,000 calories, and I only had 1,400. So, I think this is net calories. I think I'm still good. And then also these chips. Not too bad. I don't hate it. But this is travel life. And then if there's literally nothing I can do about this. So I'm not gonna beat myself up. I'm gonna enjoy this freaking delicious looking burger. And by the time I get home, it'll be nighttime, but I will probably be hungry. I don't know. It says I'm supposed to get there at 8, but the way my luck has been with flights, it might get canceled again. So we'll see. Stay tuned. I guess we'll see if I have another meal. We're back. Oh, feels good to be back. I'm beat. I am tired. I forgot how much traveling actually takes out of me. Just being at the airport all day. I mean, work, and then just being at the airport all day. Just getting home. It's 10:30. But I guess you guys can already see. Before I get to that, I definitely I'm gonna go over my macros today. I couldn't gauge that burger, which is what I had to eat, and I had the chips, that were with it, which I'm sure added to the carbs and to the fats. So I'm pretty sure I'm at like 1,500 calories, because that burger, I found, I don't know if this is going to be the same, but there's I don't know, like a bacon, sausage, egg, cheese, double like thing from Burger King. It's about 600 calories, 40 grams of protein, 30 grams of carbs, 22 grams of protein, and 22 grams of protein, 30 grams of carbs, and 41 grams of fat. But I didn't eat the bun, so because I knew that I was already kind of over on the carbs, so I didn't want to just throw away those calories, because I didn't need to eat the buns, because I had all those fucking donuts earlier in the morning, and then I had those Cheez-Its, so I didn't want to keep adding the carbs. And I didn't know what I was going to have for dinner. And being that I got home so late and I'm hungry, I didn't want to keep stacking onto that. So, with that being said, I'm going to be having some lasagna that I did not make. Oh my God, my voice is going out. I didn't make this, but there's a ton of ground beef in there and cheese. So that I'm really excited for. Looks delicious. I'm ready to warm it up. And yeah, I mean, I'm just, I think, oh, there's so much. I didn't realize that it was gonna be this. I mean, I knew but just like actually like talking about it and like the breakdown of it, just trying to keep up with like macros while traveling totally sucks. But you know, this was like the travel day, right? And I didn't want to keep eating fast food. I wanted to see if I could. I mean, I needed to eat, and I didn't really find any fast food places, so I kind of went with, you know, the best thing that I thought I could go with, and something that I found appetizing. It, I didn't want to have like a like a mediocre salad at the airport, and then just be hungry for like 6 hours. Like that burger held me over probably up until an hour ago, maybe 2 hours ago, and now I'm like hungry. But that burger held me over. It was something that I wanted to eat. It probably wasn't in my macros, but I'm definitely cutting myself some slack because I've just been up and I've been just burning calories all day, and then I didn't get great sleep, so then I'm sure that also is going to mess with me. And then I've been burning a lot of calories throughout the week. So my net calories, I'm like I've said before, it kind of just finds a way to even itself out. So I think that as long as I'm pretty strict throughout the week that I'm going to be here, that way when the weekend comes and I have to travel again, I can have that space to allow like that cushion to be able to, you know, if needed, like today, I can go over the macros. So, yeah, just, you know, just wanting to be completely transparent with you guys, wanting to show you guys that it is possible and it is doable. And I don't know if you guys saw my last video, but it was a soft launch of like the physique reveal, and I think I look pretty good. I mean, not like, oh my god, great, but for this is probably like the best shape I've ever been in, and I'm really excited to see how far I can get and how far I'm gonna get with, you know, my programs that I come up with and that I'm able to do. So just trying to show you guys that, you know, it is possible, and you know, you just gotta stay consistent. Stay consistent, track your macros. You know, one drop in the bucket isn't gonna fucking make me, you know, lose my shit. You know, it's just a drop in the bucket. Do I want to keep doing that? No. Do I definitely want to, whenever I can, be as accurate as I can? Yeah, because that's how you can stay consistent, and then that's how you make progress. But like today, it was just, I couldn't do it. I wasn't able to, you know, I wasn't able to really track. I wasn't able to really stay on it just because of like the fucked up time that I had to wake up and then work and then like traveling and then at the airport, kind of a shitty airport with like no real food options. So it was like, okay, this is what I've got. So this is what we got to work with. So, and I think that as long as you can work with what you've got and make the best out of the situation that you're in, I think that that will take you a long way. And then if you can add consistency on top of that, that's even better. So for now, I'm going to eat a solid piece of lasagna and probably have a nice Coke Zero and watch some TV and go to sleep because I am tired as shit. But tomorrow, we're going to start fresh again, and or not start fresh, but you know, start meals back up, like homemade meals. You know, I'm kind of tired of the fast food right now. As much as I love Chick-fil-A, I feel like I had my fair share until next weekend, which I'm sure is what I'll probably be living off of again for the next few days while I'm gone. But yeah, you know, man, just consistency and just keep going, one day at a time. Take it with a grain of salt. And again, like me, like if it's just one day that you know you can't, it's kind of out of your control. Don't stress. Just keep it pushing. keep it pushing, keep going, and just be better the next day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And if you guys were wondering how big of a piece I'm going to be having, this is it right here. No real way to really track this or weigh this or anything, but as you guys can see, I don't know if you guys can see, but there's a ton of ground beef, there's a ton of cheese, there's the pasta strips in there in case you can't. It's in there, but yeah, it'll be this with a little soda and call it a night. But I figured you guys would probably want to see it before I even throw it in the microwave. Yeah, that hits. All right, now I'll see you guys later tomorrow.